Alright, we'll do Natty and Poppy's quest. Possibly after this one. I actually think we're maybe not quite approaching, but, and I'm speculating here, I think something goes wrong in the fourth trial. Like, I bet Ranrock intervenes in some
Welcome
fashion.
back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. We'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Interesting. Okay, we'll go do these because I think they're part of the main stuff. But the reason I'm speculating that I think stuff doesn't go good in the fourth trial.
Sometimes it seems all
It's hard to
roads lead
say
Hogsmeade.
why. It's just I kind of want to do everything I can before moving on.
It's not like her to forget. Revelio. I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
Oh god, I'm overloading again.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg.
Maybe I need to
But
restart the
when she
game.
left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Yeah, I think OBS is about to crash. Sorry. Let's get through this dialogue and I'll just
Well done.
have to
You
do a hard
certainly know
cut.
what you were doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's alright, I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg.
Oh, it's not really going to give me a choice, is it? Okay.
Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would... I suspect it's how the poachers
Okay.
found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home?
I would know.
We only
I
need to
almost
return
am
her egg.
one.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
Overloading. Though I am probably due for a game restart. Been going for a couple hours. Oh boy.
There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Yeah, but dragons are still dragons. Oh, is it gonna just chill with us? Okay. Hi.
Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Accio!
Confringo!
I wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least 10 usually.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Nope.
There she is again.
Oh,
She's...
it's the crisscross nature that gets me confused.
Prepare it.
fantastic.
Revelio.
There's like nothing in here.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans
From a
love sheep.
distance.
How lucky for us.
Also, her eyesight must be garbage because she's looked straight at us like twice now.
Watch your step. Revelio.
Yeah, I have an idea for my new game plus, like a Hufflepuff or Ravenclaw. I'm still torn on the two. I'm thinking putting the game on hard.
Or just raring for a fight.
Oh man, just happened to see that without even using Revelio.
Wait, what was that?
She's definitely still wounded. Oh yeah. Do I have to fight it? Oh, go faster.
Over here!
Wait here. I'll run ahead.
Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
Where do I go? I'm guessing right there. Okay, come on. There we go. Oof.
Watch out!
Revelio.
Her domain. She'll make sure we know it.
Oh,
Make it to the nest.
Oh, she isn't making me.
I forgot I had
Not a
that.
warm welcome.
It's a little too warm if you ask me. I don't suppose she'd listen to reason.
Get to that opening below her. We can get to that entrance. We can get to it.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Let me in, let me in. Ooh.
She's leaving. Quickly.
Brilliant.
I'm pretty sure I was just on the cusp of getting shot there.
There's the nest. We're almost there. Why is every bridge here broken?
Reparo.
Probably because there's a dragon flying around. She probably flew through it at one point.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Go, 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 go! That could have been a really loud thank you. Oh, it's kind of cute. Poppy sweating, more like Poppy sweating.
That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Horndale Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Probably kidnapped her grandma. I figured that out 10 minutes ago. During that first conversation. It's like, she hasn't said an owl in a week. It's she's probably kidnapped. Like, it's... That was a pretty cool sequence.
How could I have been so blind?
Oh, we're just done? Okay. Sure. I want to try something. You're about to witness a thumbnail in the making here. Although it's not foggy, I usually like the fog. Eh. So... I just don't know where they are. There it is. Oh, that's where the XP comes from. That's like off by default, I think. Yeah, I can turn walking on. I just don't like the Christmas trees, to be honest. Damn, I should have figured this out, like... No, walk, please. I'm pressed, there you go. Okay. God, that feels weird. It's cool though. Some people even recommend just turning the mini-map off, because that's a big chunk of that corner. I'm okay with it though. It does. I do look at it to help me navigate a little bit. But remember, you could tap V and it'll show you like where to go. But Like, I want to do all these side quests because of all of the appearance rewards. But we're gonna keep doing the main stuff. The Polyjuice plot? Oh no. Just alternate. I don't know if I'm going to use those of me walking down that aisle.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
I don't know if it gets foggy in the wintertime. Because there was an aesthetic, and I think I said it on recording, like walking down that main thoroughway, I think in the fall, like after the first trial, it's foggy, the lights like light up the fog in a specific way, it's gorgeous.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Yes, ma'am. I did not restart my game because I haven't seen that encoding
to take Harlow down.
overload yet.
I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Alright.
Very well. I'll speak with them. See what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them.
I mean,
Hopefully,
they're not
by
just
the
going
time
to
you
tell me
return,
that.
I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Otherwise, it wouldn't be blackmail. But whatever. Let's go talk to some nerds. Oops. My mouse tapped my keyboard a little bit. I wonder if wands do misfire.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might
there
speak
it
with
is.
you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles, and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean?
I'm going to do a couple things that might help with stability. I'm going to turn my textures back down from ultra to high, because I don't think I was running into that as often. In addition, I also close like all other programs, like YouTube. Like, I sometimes leave my internet open just in case, but I think that might be messing with my recordings to have multiple programs open. Texture, yeah, let's just go to high, because that's what I was playing for a while and the game was just stable enough. We're just gonna have to deal with it. So, yeah. Like, I'm not a big channel, I don't have a lot of money, it's... because that crashed, my OBS crashed, I don't know how the video looks. But the story behind that is she's a banker. And she basically got blackmailed. I think they did something to her husband. I think they took her husband. But they need, you know, somebody on the inside to deal with their illicitly gained monies. So they got that on her. In case I have to cut that whole part out if it's unwatchable.
I should check that.
But please tell me you didn't take it. But
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I would like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
Seems like a
I
pretty
would love
basic
nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but
problem.
be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you.
That is a bad place to be previewing things. I'm on the lookout for a specific scarf that my main character
That looks
has,
as if it was made for you.
or my previous file, I should start saying now. I don't know if there's any notation that I already own certain things. I don't know.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
But I'll be
Sure to
visiting him a
stop
little
by
bit more
whenever
often.
you're about.
He's also the best way to get like level 40 gear once you actually hit 40. Because by then you've looted the world. There's probably always some chest in some camp to pick out, but apparently it takes like most of the side quests. Maybe not all of the main quests, but
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
are we? Yeah, I'm locked. Alright, okay. There we go.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
I think this... this is speculation. This is not a spoiler I read up on or anything. I feel like either her or Poppy's questline ends with Harlow as a boss battle. I think that's where it's leading up to. I don't think he just shows up in the main quest without you doing stuff.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Or she's kidnapped because she's specifically stated that she was going to the Hog's Head because Ashwinders go there. So that encounter probably didn't end well.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Oh,
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio. What do we have here? A demiguise.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find...
Unsurprising.
Footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio! The hidden door. Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Alright, get my stealth on.
Reparo.
Whoops.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
I can't see anything. And using Lumos cancels out the stealth, I think. Oh, I can't. Ooh, man,
Using
we got
that
some...
girl as bait, no one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
That reminds me. Because I keep forgetting to do that. I would like this, but for the gold. There is a reskin on the Nexus that turns that gold into like that more gray tone, which I may consider. if I do this, I don't know which one's gonna come over.
Show yourself!
Oh, perfect. Oh, damn. She didn't go where I wanted, but that's fine. I can't one-shot the big guy. Oh, we got a boss in here. Let me thin the herd as much as I can.
Oh, you're... What was that sound?
Book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Ah, shit.
Expulso!
Oh my, I don't see damage anymore. Did I miss something? On. Ooh. Okay, that I don't really need anymore. I think Crucio just killed that boss by itself.
Revelio.
That's pretty badass. That's why I wanted the cruelty on all of my gear slots. That's funny. Because I Crucio'd her, and then I focused on the other guys. That's awesome. There, I was talking on the subreddit Discord while I was doing stuff. Yeah, I closed the game and then I edited a video because it cuts down on the file size. And while I was doing all of that, I was talking to the Discord and people were like, well, there are alternatives to the Unforgivables if you want to like play a nice, innocent Hufflepuff or whatever. You know, like a square. There is that perk that makes the transmutation spell turn enemies into explosive barrels, which would just be absolutely bonkers. I'll probably take it. I think I have it now, actually. I forget, though.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
But the other combo is the Glacius and whatever it's called, Defendo. That combo is just nuts. Pretty much guaranteed to one-shot most enemies.
He must be here somewhere. Revelio.
We're not done. There's still 2 enemies here.
The girl's friend won't come. I see you.
I did say most.
Expulso!
Shame nobody saw that. Revelio.
Oh, I got a dueling feat. Or... I didn't even see it. Okay, there's loot over there that I want. Oh god, I thought an enemy was alerted.
Lumos.
Ah.
Here. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos.
This is cool.
Revelio.
It's not letting me recast it. There
Lumos.
we go. I think that's
Revelio.
it.
Lumos.
Yeah.
Lumos.
Could be more in here, don't know.
Revelio. Lumos.
There really isn't. Okay. I'm stupid.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. I need your help.
Revelio.
Oh, what was that? Oh,
Hello, Hamora.
cool. I don't think that chest was immediately visible because I heard a little doo-doo-doo. Oh, nice.
Mr. Rabe? Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Lumos.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay. I understand.
Lumos.
Lumos. Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and...
I've been muted. Ah. I didn't say much of note. I thought that room was going to be like another boss that would pop up. And I was just speculating that I don't think they would do a full assault on Hogsmeade. That'd be cool, though. Definitely like a spectacle sequence. Oh, look, she's already here conveniently for us.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
This is what I was just thinking. Like, what have y'all been doing?
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this.
No, we won't. We'll just fix it ourselves.
Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Alrighty. So now it is time. Alrighty. I wanted to make a quick stop into my room of requirement, but I'm just gonna...
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Was that always there? Am I stupid?
Revelia.
Oh god, this is gorgeous. I wish I could like zoom out from my character, because this would be like a great potential thumbnail. Let me take my mask off, because we're not dealing with criminals. And we're not dealing with schoolwork yet either, so this is kind of just the outfit now. There are some really nice overcoats that I really want to match up. You've probably seen me, if you've been really watching these videos, you probably saw me try working with that blue one. I might have done that off camera, I don't remember. Just in case. It's these two. They're really nice. Honestly, even just this looks really good. Because black goes with everything. But I was considering like this kind of look. But this is definitely like some Ravenclaw drip. Because it clearly focuses on the green because I'm Slytherin, so I assume the other outfits in other houses probably match better. But this looks really cool. My future Hufflepuff would probably wear this. But there's a distinct lack of like red. Like I want this, but in red. Like this looks cool. So do these. Like I want this, but red. But we're just gonna keep going with what I like. Like I still like this as well, but I'm adventuring, so a little bit of armor wouldn't go amiss. I think I've almost got them all. Wand handles, that is. Alright, Fig, what you got for me?
Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. All right. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I've actually met Scrope, but I'm not sure he'll tell me. He's rather devoted to the Black family.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing.
Yeah, I figured.
A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into
Because he knew already.
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
In lore, it also doesn't last very long.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle.
Oh,
You
wouldn't it
might
suck
look
if this was
for
like a
Professor
timed mission?
Kadawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Even the music's a little quirky.
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor.
Oh, God.
I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
I knew it would be something like this. I knew I would be interrupted on my
Chewing
way.
with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
What could the headmaster want?
Gareth! Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have, somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor, yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago. Muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr.
This
Weasley.
is funny. I like it. I got the dumbest grin on my face.
My diary.
Like, I knew this wouldn't be a simple, like, point A to point B. I knew stuff would happen. Didn't know what, though.
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
Headmaster, here, what could he want?
Come on, my boy.
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
She's just really...
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the ministry.
Like, my character is really just trying to continue the hate. It's pretty funny.
Professor, a word?
Oh, God.
Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
I could really just counter. I'll do it.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
I'm glad my character is having as much fun with this as I am.
I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting
She
surprise.
said broom.
It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headman.
Uh-oh. People are catching on. Gotta get there.
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children!
Professor, I need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
What's that crashing?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, of course.
I decided to give
I
him
always
a bit
miss
more,
that.
Leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
And I don't miss him. That's more of a Black thing to say.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you.
It's like
But
they're
I'm
confused
happy
because
to
he's not a
look
nice
into-
man.
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that man.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Oh man, there's a thing there.
Scrope's as hard a worker as any house elf.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
Oh god. I don't. Probably this.
It's purebloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ah! Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pure.
There is another matter, Scrope. I confiscated this filthy diary from a student. It smells of squid and seawater.
Oh, Apollonia's diary. That is quite a surprise, Master. What do you wish Scrope to do with this treasure? Rubbish.
Whatever you wish, Scrope. It's your treasure. Now, off with you. Ahem! The polyjuice potion's wearing off.
Oh god, what did he say? Oh, dang it. It's 2:39. I'm gonna load this because I want to see what. I saw all the flags go Slytherin. I'm wondering if your character is manipulating events to favor their house. I'm gonna skip through this conversation because we just did it. So, like, right as the conversation ends, I need to just let my character do the hiccup. Alternatively, hit the pedestal before I talk to Scrope. Because I saw that option as well. Ooh, I'm a little behind.
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None.
All
None
right.
at all.
Sorry
Move
about this,
aside.
but I want to see what my girl says. Because there was some cheering. Yeah, the saves are weird. They kind of slingshot you a little bit. Like, clearly I didn't have to talk to Kogawa or
Stand
Bloom
proud,
there.
purebloods. The future is yours.
Like, okay, so I don't even have to talk to Weasley. Oh, man, come on. It's not letting me. There we go. Come on, there you go.
Professor Black is happy with Scrope's performance as his house elf. There's no doubt in Scrope's mind.
Ahem! Attention, students! I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the stunning banners of Slytherin. I shall be taking no questions at this time. Or ever.
Okay. That's funny.
Scrope!
Oh,
okay.
How? It's...
Oh.
What? Now. The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Classroom I am, that's got blood on the floor.
Revelio.
That was like a storage thing. Oh, hello. What
Alohomora.
do we have here? I thought it was more than just, we're gonna decorate a Slytherin now. Oh, it's a fedora.
Revelio.
I can hear it. It's like over there. Oh, I wonder if it's just in the Great Hall. Actually, I gotta go over there. Alright. Yeah, boy! I thought I got these.
Revelio.
Oh, oh, now I can make my own lectern. That's pretty funny. Someday I will witness one of those beating the shit out of the other one. Someday. This one stumps me because I can't find the second one.
Revelio.
God, it's so tantalizingly close.
Revelio.
Yeah, we can do this one. Alright, we got 15 and 2. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So it's 6. Oh, I should find out what 6 is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lizard! Yeah. Okay. We got a squid and a hydra, so that's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 13. That's another 6. So it's another lizard. Uh-oh. Alright, let me try this again. 9. 2, 3, 4. That's 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's 6 again. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. Oh, it's 12. So it's 7. Yep, okay. I'm not a math person. By the way, I absolutely have to use my fingers.
Revelio.
I thought his office was like close to the bottom. I think I got everything in here. Oh, look at all this loot.
Revelio.
I think that gate was like locked before. I don't think I could have gone through this. I have also been known to be wrong. Oh.
Alohomora.
Really should be wearing my uniform, but because in my head I'm not engaging in school activities.
Revelio.
Alrighty, and we go. Ooh, big chests. Whoa. Yeah, I figured. That's a special key there.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure.
Nice.
Revelio.
Yeah, that's definitely above me. In the office
I
proper.
wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Sorting hat. There's another one I just heard. Yep, there it is. Damn.
Alohomora.
That was almost perfectly in the center. What happened to this one? There we go. Oh, that was just a lock that leads to another lock. Okay. Surely it'll let you come back here. Like, this isn't, like, locked in. Whoops.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
Oops. I didn't want tea. I wanted to read this. Give me control.
Revelio.
It's not gonna let me. Okay. Remainder to be built by the ministry. This guy sucks.
That must be the pedestal.
Prediction. He's gonna show up as I'm leaving. And, like, berate me, maybe threaten to expel, maybe Fig will interrupt and be like, no, 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 she was doing a thing. I don't know. He did say plenty of time, but that's more like just navigating the castle and getting to the office, but Aesop Black, who he is, will probably get annoyed with Fig in very little time.
Where am I?
Oh.
Professor Fitzgerald.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve.
Oh, this is different.
You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem.
God, this is not what I expected.
You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me.
Okay.
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Ooh. Man, I thought it was just gonna be another puzzle. Without being seen? Okay, I'm gonna save this.